Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're stepping back a bit, zeroing in on just one word, navigate.
Yeah, it sounds simple, doesn't it? But there's a lot packed in there.
Totally. We've got this great word study to guide us, really digging into its origins and uses. Our mission basically is to unpack it for you.
Exactly. It's a word we use all the time, maybe without, thinking about all its layers. This study gives us a chance to do just that.
So the study kicks off with etymology, always a good place to start. Navigate goes back to Latin, right?
Sure.
What did the study find there?
It does Latin, navigare, and if you break that down, you get navis, which is ship,
Ah, okay, ship.
and a jur. That means to drive or maybe better to lead.
To drive or lead a ship. Makes sense.
So right from the start, its roots are in, well, guiding a vessel. Gives you a strong mental picture.
It really does. And the study looks at the word's structure too. Navi, ager, eight. How does that help?
Well, it sort of reinforces that core idea. Nave is obviously about ships, and egg, or egere, that really pushes the idea of movement, of direction. The K8 just makes it a verb.
So the word itself almost acts out its meaning.
Kind of, yeah. Its construction mirrors the action.
Okay, cool. Now, the study mentions two main ways we use navigate as a verb. The first one's pretty straightforward.
Pretty much. It's the literal meaning, directing a physical vehicle.
Like steering a boat or flying a plane, driving a car through traffic.
Exactly that. Guiding something through actual physical space.
But that second definition, that's where it gets, I think, really relevant to everyday life, finding your way through complexity.
Yes. And it's fascinating, isn't it, how that original idea, guiding a ship through, say, rough seas or fog,
Yeah.
how that resonates with dealing with difficult situations in life, that constant need to adjust course. The study points to using it for problem-solving, decision-making. Think about the examples they give, navigating new job responsibilities.
Oh, yeah, definitely felt that one. Or navigating the online application process for something. That can be a nightmare.
Right. Those examples really hit home. It's about finding a path through something tricky or unfamiliar.
And the study also contrasts navigate with similar words. It's not quite steer, not quite manage.
Good point. Yeah, steer is maybe more about the direct physical control, like hands on the wheel.
Okay.
And manage, well, you can manage a project or a team without necessarily implying you're moving towards a specific destination through obstacles. It's more about supervision.
Right, overseeing things. And what about explore? How's navigate different there?
Explore is more about discovery, maybe without a clear endpoint. You're finding out what's there.
Just looking around?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But navigate, even if the path is fuzzy, it implies you have a destination in mind. There's this intentional movement through the complexity.
Intentionality, that feels key. The study has those everyday examples too, like dealing with road construction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or figuring out new parenting stages. All require navigating.
Definitely. And it scales up too, doesn't it? The source mentions examples from the news.
It does. Things like companies navigating tech regulations or diplomats navigating a crisis.
High-stakes stuff.
Absolutely. It shows the word applies to these really big, complex systems. Even students navigating mental health challenges that uses the word perfectly. It's about that active, purposeful effort to get through something difficult.
It really highlights how powerful and versatile the word is. So pulling it all together, navigate isn't just about maps or GPS.
Not at all. It's fundamentally about that deliberate progress through challenges, literal or metaphorical.
And those Latin roots, the ship and the driving, they embed that sense of direction, of purpose right into the word.
Precisely. Which leads to a good question for you, the listener. Think about the complex systems or, situations you're currently navigating. How does understanding this deeper meaning, this blend of direction, intention, and tackling difficulty, maybe shift your perspective on those challenges? What's your ship and where are you trying to steer it intentionally? Something to think about.